100 plus students. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. It's September 14th. Can't believe we're already in September. That's almost a month of school. Welcome to another week of exciting learning on distance learning through your computer. We have a special assembly today, and I'll introduce Ms. Martha Munoz to get us going.
Hey, good morning, boys and girls. We're going to start off by doing our Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone can please put their right hand over their heart. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. This week we are very excited because this week on September 17th, we are going to be celebrating a very special document that means a lot to us. For those of us who live here in the United States, it is celebrating the day of our Constitution. We celebrate Constitution Day and we observe it. And we are going to be learning about this special day, Constitution Day, because as citizens of this country, we need to know about this very important document and what it means, because we all have a stake in this and what it means and what it means for us and for all of us being part of making sure that we follow these agreements that we have made together. So I want you to pay attention to the learning about the Constitution. You might have heard of the Constitution before. You might have learned about it in your classrooms. So add this new learning to your previous learning, okay? Let's listen to a little video that's going to give you some information about this important document called the Constitution. All right, so everybody pay attention, okay?
We've got to work together.
Hi, this is Dan. Let's talk about the Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is the law that governs America. The Constitution is like a small book. You know how books have chapters? Well, the Constitution doesn't have chapters. It has a preamble, which we read last time, remember that? It also has 7 articles and 27 amendments. Can you remember those numbers? It has 7 articles and 27 amendments. I'll test you in a minute to see if you remember. Now, just like your parents have rules for you to follow, America has a constitution under which rules are made that we must follow. Who makes these rules? Well, the Constitution tells us. Here's what it says. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. Wow, those are some big words in there, right? Did you hear that? Legislative powers. Ooh, sounds like a superhero, right? Not a cow, I said superhero. Don't worry, we shouldn't be afraid of those words. The term means that Congress can make rules for the country just like your parents make rules for you. So the answer to our question, who makes the rules, is Congress makes the rules. Since these two groups make the rules for America, the people elected to those offices need to be wise. Therefore, the Constitution says they need to be old enough to serve in office. They can't be a little kid. A person can't become a senator until he or she is at least 30 years old. And a person can't become a representative until he or she is at least 25 years old. That means they have to be as wise and smart as your mom and dad are before they can be elected. Just think, maybe one day you'll be as smart as your mom or dad. And when that happens, do you think you'll be a senator or representative when you're that smart? Hey, the country needs you, so get real smart. So let's see what we've learned in this lesson. And to do that, let's play a little game show. First question, you ready? Who makes the rules for America? That's right, Congress. Good job, I knew you'd get it. Second question, what are the two groups that make up the Congress called? Got it again. That's right, the Senate and House of Representatives. Man, you're really smart. Okay, now I'm going to give you tough questions since you're so smart. You ready? How many articles does the Constitution have? I'll give you time to think about it. It's 7. It's 7. Now say it out loud. It's 7. Did you say 7? That is awesome. Good. You got it right. Man, you're really smart. Okay, last question. You ready? How many amendments does the Constitution have? Think about it. It's 27. 27. Now say it out loud. 27. 27. You got it. That's awesome. You're really good. How did you get so smart? I think you're going to be the next senator or representative from your state. I can't wait. The Constitution is a fun document, isn't it? Read it, know it, share it. This is Dan. That's all I have time for. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to be good.
We've got to work together.
And now handing it over to Mrs. Munoz.
Boys and girls, we hope you enjoyed that video. Today we have very special guests joining us for our morning assembly. We have our 5th grade students, and they're going to be helping us to go a little further deeper into the Constitution. So we'll start off with our first slide. So the first question is, what is the U.S. Constitution? So like Mr. Martinez had mentioned, the U.S. Constitution was signed September 17th, 1787. That was a long time ago, by delegates in Philadelphia. The reason the Constitution is important is because it's a very special document, because it sets the rules that guide how the American government works. So now we have a panelist from room 29, Michael. I'm going to ask him a question. Michael, why is the U.S. Constitution important?
The U.S. Constitution is important because it guarantees certain basic rights for its citizen and separates power to ensure balance. It is the highest law in the land, and every other law must follow the Constitution.
Good job, Michael. Now we have another panelist from room 35, Alessandro. What are the main parts of the Constitution, Alessandro?
The main parts of the Constitution are the preamble, the 27 articles, and the 7 articles and the 27 amendments. The preamble clearly states the purpose of the U.S. Constitution and introduces the highest law of the land. The 7 articles focus on how the government works. The 27 amendments are additions to the Constitution that came after 1787.
Good job, Alessandro. Okay, the next question is for our 5th grade student in room 36, Angel. Angel, what is the Bill of Rights?
What is the Bill of Rights? The Bill of Rights are the first 10 amendments that incorporate the most basic rights of every American citizen. Rights are things that everyone should be allowed to do.
Good job, Angel. And our last question goes to Haley in room 52. Haley, what are some of the amendments?
Some of the amendments are the First Amendment that guarantees freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly. The 13th Amendment ended slavery. The 15th Amendment gave African Americans the right to vote, and the 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote.
Great job, Haley. Let's give our 5th grade panelists a bunny clap. Do you guys remember how to do the bunny clap? Let's do it together. Go. Whoop, whoop. Good job to our 5th grade students. Boys and girls, you will be learning about the U.S. Constitution further in your classes. Ask teacher questions, share your learning, and we encourage you to do your own research. There's a lot of information out there in programs such as Brain Pop, or as you can see, YouTube videos. We encourage you to research and learn more about the U.S. Constitution. And now I will hand it over to Ms. Marksian.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm so happy that all of you are joining us today. I wanted to bring up a very special part of Kittredge tradition that we started last year. It's our Kittredge Tales, our school newsletter. If you remember, Kittredge Tales was basically a newspaper for the students, by the students. Okay, so we want to bring that tradition back this year. We wanted to give you an opportunity to contribute to our newsletter. Our September newsletter is coming up soon. we wanted to give you an opportunity to submit some articles, some fictional stories, book reviews, movie reviews, TV reviews, opinion pieces, illustration drawings. We'd also like some recipes if you have some good ones, maybe some sport articles or jokes or humor. Anything that you want to share with your Kittredge peers, you can go ahead and submit it to me by September 27th, I believe. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next slide, please. We actually have a theme for this month. This month, we were focused on responsibility. That was our pillar of character. We also focused on digital citizenship. So as you start thinking about what you want to write about, see if you can tie it to our theme. See if you can write an opinion piece about being responsible, or maybe an article about why digital citizenship is important. If you want to write an article about sports, think about maybe responsibility in the sports area. So think about how you can contribute to Kittredge Tales, write your article or your piece, have someone look over it and make sure it's what you want to publish. It's your very best work, and submit it to me by Friday, September 25th by 6 p.m. So my email address is on the screen. I will also share through Class Dojo, okay? And we will publish our first issue at the end of the month, okay? So I'm looking forward to receiving your contribution. I'm looking forward to reading what you have to contribute. So we'll see what we can put together for a September issue. That's it for me. I wish you a wonderful day and happy, great week of learning.